This is the Eleglide T2. It has the vibe of a classic Dutch bike, like a Gazelle or something similar, but with a Chinese twist. Putting it together was super easy, no major hurdles, everything just fits. I think pretty much anyone can get this bike set up without much trouble. Out on the road, it rides nicely. Smooth, comfortable, and very natural. The handlebar shape also reminds me of a typical Dutch city bike. Upright, relaxed, familiar. It just feels good. Although it isn't as stable and solid as I would like. The value for money here is solid. You get quite a lot for what you're paying. Decent build, clean design, and it actually rides better than you'd expect with the price being around $800. The rear rack looks nice and feels strong, though it's only mounted at 2 points instead of the usual 4, so it might not be ideal if you're planning to load it up heavily. Still, for light use, no complaints. The display is similar to the one on the Engwe L20 Boost. Clear, simple, and easy to read. Nothing fancy, but it works. The Shimano 7-speed shifting is exactly what you'd expect. Functional, smooth, and trouble-free. Nothing special to say, and that's a good thing in this case. The front fork isn't the strongest out there. It's a little flexy, kind of like what you'd find on the Fido C11. But it's not a deal breaker, especially at this price point. It's more than enough for city streets and light gravel. Interestingly, the motor is a 250-watt hub motor, but it feels like more. I don't know what Eleglide's done here, but it rides like a 500-watt bike. Torque delivery is solid, and it doesn't feel underpowered at all, even in the higher assist levels. Range-wise, they claim up to 100 kilometers in assist mode under ideal conditions. But we all know how that goes. In real life, you're probably looking at 40 to 60 kilometers if you're mixing modes and not riding ultra conservatively. Still respectable. Again, this is a cheap bike. The kickstand feels a bit cheap. Not the most stable, and it doesn't really match the look of the rest of the bike. Luckily, you can put a better one on yourself quite easily. So overall, the Eleglide T2 is a simple, good riding e-bike with solid value and an easygoing city feel. Great for everyday riding and stylish enough to ride to any event. Thanks for tuning in, and a big shout out to Geekmaxi for letting me try out this bike. If you're interested in checking out the T2, there's a link in the description below. Until next time, make sure to ride far, ride fast, and ride forward. Cheers.